Well, I can't say much. So I was white, and normally we white you want to try to win, but I guess a fine game from Magnus, so I don't feel something specific.
The result was solid. I do feel that I was a little bit shaky at times. Certainly things that I could have done better, but overall I think the result was fair enough.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dubai. I am Maurice Ashley and we are here at the Dubai Exhibition Center for Game 2 of the FIDE World Championship Dubai 2021, where world champion Magnus Carlsen is taking on a ferocious challenger in Jan Nepomniachtchi. Yesterday's game was a difficult one. The champion surprised the challenger early on with a pawn sacrifice and then was able to get magnificent compensation, making it a difficult game. But in the end, the Russian defended with tenacity and they were only able to get a draw. Today, Magnus will have the white pieces, which very much like the serve in tennis, gives the advantage of going first. Will he be able to put pressure on his opponent, or will Nepo be able to neutralize his advantage and maybe turn things around and go on the attack himself? There's been months of preparation by both players looking for some kind of weakness. We will see whether or not that will be exploited today as the game is set to begin.
I believe that up until the last couple of moves, Magnus had everything that he wanted. I'm not entirely sure right now if he's not in a bit of trouble, because sometimes when he overpresses, he gets into trouble.
I'm excited by this game because Carlsen has white, and I want to see if he's going to try to take an advantage of his first move.
I think it just got really exciting. There's a very strong knight. It's been one of your expressions, posted up, and that looks very uncomfortable.
It's sick. This is the position a chess fan wants. There's imbalance, pieces are flying, there's a knight on b3, one side has more material, another side is underdeveloped. This is everything you want from a fight. This might be the first decisive game of the match, and it's coming early.
I think Magnus will win because he's kind of more professional player, because he already is the champion of the world and Nepomniachtchi is not yet.
Today, more than ever, when the world comes together to create a better tomorrow.
It's going to be
magic.
La magie. Magic.
Magic with music.
With architecture.
With colors.
Magic with celebration.
With your safety.
From here.
There.
And everywhere.
For 6 whole months, day and night.
Join the making of a new world, starting October 1st.
Want to play chess but don't know how to get started? Try chess.com. Play for free against someone at your level or challenge one of our friendly computer bots. Trying to improve your chess? Learn the Queen's Gambit and other openings with guided interactive lessons. Like chess but don't want the pressure of playing games? Chess.com has hundreds of thousands of fun puzzles to help you relax and sharpen your mind. Play your friends, make new ones around the world, follow the latest games, and more. Sign up and play for free at chess.com today.
I think a female may one day become overall world chess champion. She may not be born yet, or she may be a very young girl who's maybe just been watching the Queen's Gambit last year on Netflix, and now she's just starting to play chess. Someone who we don't really know yet. There's no reason why not. I would love to see a woman become world chess champion. It would be great for chess, it would be great for the game. And that's something to look forward to. So, yeah, let it happen. Let's see it happen.
It was very close when a female player could have won the World Chess Championship with the legendary Judith Polgar. Currently, even though we do have very strong chess players in the world, like Garachikina is one of the young and talented chess players, I still that there would be still some time when we could expect a lady winning the whole world, unfortunately. But this means that FIDE has to do so much more for women chess players and women empowerment. That's our duty.
Yo creo que ya ha habido campeonas del mundo en diferentes categorías, lo han ganado como Judith Polgar, ¿no? O sea, en muchas edades, y en la absoluta ella le ha ganado a Kasparov, ¿no? En su momento siendo campeón del mundo. Es muy difícil llegar a ser el campeón del mundo siendo mujer, y yo creo que no es porque las mujeres seamos menos, sí somos menos en número, y sí el desarrollo deportivo no es igual, pero eso tiene mucho que ver con la cultura, sobre todo en algunos países, en muchos países. De hecho, Judith Polgar se retiró muy joven del ajedrez en su plenitud, pero porque prefirió darle prioridad a su familia, ¿no? Entonces, me parece que al haber tantos hombres en el ambiente del ajedrez, en roles de poder, que yo no digo que haya que sacarlos, simplemente compartir espacios, por ahí no se piensa en las necesidades de la mujer. Por ejemplo, aquí en este torneo hay muchas madres de niños pequeños. Nombro una de mi delegación, Carolina Luján, tiene una niña de 1 año. No es lo mismo siendo hombre dejar a su hijo que siendo mujer. Se los puedo asegurar. Entonces, tener una guardería en los torneos, ¿no? Cierta contención. Yo he ido a un campeonato mundial en China con un hijo de 6 meses, fue terrible. Una olimpiada, fue mi última olimpiada en Rusia, en Kalmykia, se me enfermó el niño de 6 meses también, otro hijo, tuve 4. Entonces creo que cuando haya mujeres en diferentes roles, dirigentes, más mujeres en el arbitraje, más entrenadoras mujeres, a veces se ponen cupos, sí, está igual de cupos, pero los roles no toman decisiones. Entonces, me parece que la mujer no tiene que estar de adorno, tiene que estar tomando decisiones y llevando la realidad que tenemos las mujeres a quienes hacen los torneos, los sponsors, etcétera, ¿no?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Maurice Ashley, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to Game 2 of the FIDE World Championship Dubai 2021. First, today, playing this time with the white pieces, world champion Magnus Carlsen. And the challenger, playing with the black pieces, Jan Nepomniachtchi. The honor of the first move will once again go to FIDE President Arkady Dvorkovich, and he will be joined by 2 distinguished guests, Alexander Filatov, representing ChessNFT.com. And Magnus is ready to make his move. Game 2 is set to begin. Definitely, Nepo will be prepared for this move, and he has quickly played knight to f6. Certainly easy preparation for him, and Magnus pushing his pawn to c4, controlling the center of the board, and Nepo playing e6, pawn to e6. They're still in their easy preparation territory. This is a rich position they've arrived at, and Magnus considering his move, and he's played the move knight to e5, uncovering an attack on the rook in the corner. This one looks like an unusual move. I've never seen it before. Will Nepo know what to do about this new idea, or this at least strange idea that Magnus has played? The move has definitely thrown him for a loop. Is this one something he has prepared against? He's got to try to remember if he's ever seen this move before and what to do about Magnus's idea. He spent many minutes trying to figure out what to do, and he's got to find a good idea, and he's played the move pawn to c6. That gives back the extra pawn, but it's not clear that Magnus will want to capture it right away. Magnus has a great position. He knows he's caught his opponent unawares, and knight to c3, that ramps up the pressure by bringing out a piece into the game, attack in the center as well, and we see Magnus getting up and leaving the chessboard. That shows how comfortable he is right now in this position. Magnus with an opportunity to really put the screws on his opponent right now, and he has decided to play knight to e5. That square does not look like a safe one. What is his idea here? Allowing his knight to be captured. I'm not sure this is a good move, but Magnus has played a very risky move indeed. Jan must have been surprised by this move, and he's decided to capture the knight. That knight is now off the board, and Magnus will have to take this bishop, no question about it. Can't just give away a piece for free. He's written his move down, a little brief hesitation, and now he has captured the bishop. The pawn is threatened by a black knight, so this could be something that Nepo considers as he looks at the board, studies his options. He must have prepared his next move before he played this one. What is he going to do? He's taken the other knight and jumped to c5, and this looks like a very strong move, in fact, and he's gotten up from the board. It looks like the game is starting to turn. Magnus cannot be happy with this move. Those knights look dangerous. His advantage looks like it is absolutely dissipating. Magnus seems to be in trouble right now.
If everybody in the it's Expo 2020 loved everybody in the world, what a glorious world this could be.
It's the culture, it's the music, the artwork, it's the people.
Come on and join us. A new world is just beginning.
FIDE started focusing more and more on women chess right from the beginning. When our team won the elections, when I became the FIDE president, we decided that we will have this as our special focus, special project, and dedicated more resources than ever to the development of women chess. We invited new partners. We started with Total, the French oil company who contributed to the Women Grand Prix. Now we have Motiva company, who is our special partner for women's chess, and we are doing three main things. The first thing is raising young talents, organizing chess camps for the most talented young girls, so they can see the perspective, they can see the potential they may reach, not stopping their career when they're young, but continuing playing chess professionally. The second thing is putting in order the World Championship cycle for women. Before it was much smaller in size, both in terms of prize funds and number of tournaments, than the main World Championship cycle. Now we did it like almost the same. Now we have the Grand Prix, we have the World Cup, we have Grand Swiss tournament this year, and we have the candidates tournament to identify who the challenger is to fight for the world crown, and that increased the visibility of women chess dramatically. And the third thing we are doing is bringing more and more women into managing chess. We have more arbiters, women working at the major tournaments. We have more women in FIDE Council, FIDE Management Board, all kinds of commissions. I now have the managing director of FIDE, Dana Rizintsozo, as one of the leading management forces in FIDE. So the third part that is also very important, so that women can see that they can actually lead the way, not just follow the way.
You know that 2022, which is the next year, has been announced the year of women in chess, which means that a lot of chess events, especially dedicated for women, will be on the agenda. Starting from the continuation of the Queen's Festival, a very nice project that we launched this year, where not only hundreds of players would play from each continent, but also have the set of the lectures that would help them to increase the life skills, like how to combine the professional work, which is chess in their case, with a private life, how to become mentally stronger as a sportsman, and other issues that we have not been putting too much emphasis to. But you know, if you think of a sportsman, of a chess player, as of a harmonic person, it's not only about, you know, variations and the sport development. It is also about being a strong personality. So that's something that we want to work on together with the ladies in chess. FIDE has also been, I think, doing a very good job in the last few years, increasing the money prizes for the ladies tournaments, introducing new formats for the chess tournaments, like we are now experiencing here in CChess, the World Women Team Championship, a totally new format, very exciting for the viewers, but also not less challenging for the chess players themselves.
The world champion has been thinking for some time, in a bit of trouble, and he's finally played his knight into his opponent's position on d6. It is protected by a pawn, but it looks as though he might have to give up some material with this move. It looks like a sacrifice that he's decided to do. Jan sees that Magnus is willing to sacrifice, and he has placed his knight in enemy territory as well, attacking the rook in the corner. Magnus seems as though he's going to have to lose something here. There's no way to defend against all of Black's threats. Magnus with his rook under attack, and he's reaching for it. No, he's pulled his hand back, a little bit uncertain of what to do here. You usually don't see Magnus kind of lose his cool for a second, as he was uncertain, but now he has moved the rook over to b1, outside of the attack, out of range of the attack of that knight. But nevertheless, it looks like he's going to lose at least an exchange that is a rook for one of those knights. Nepo sees that he has great knights, but he can win some material here, and he has taken the bishop on c1. Was this a good decision? Getting material right now, taking white simply has to capture back with the rook, and the other knight can take that rook, and he has done so, but he's given away both his knights. Has Magnus tricked him somewhat, giving away a rook for the knight? We'll see if Magnus has calculated deeper than Nepo. Jan is studying this position, and he's realizing that it's not as easy as he thought it was going to be. It is incredibly difficult right now. He's got to buckle down, because if he makes a false move, he could find himself in deep trouble.
Today, more than ever, when the world comes together to create a better tomorrow.
It's going to be magic. Oh,
La magie. Magic.
Magic with music.
With architecture.
With colors.
Magic with celebration.
with your safety.
From here.
There.
And everywhere.
for 6 whole months, day and night.
Join the making of a new world starting October 1st.
If everybody in the it's Expo 2020 loved everybody in the world, what a glorious world this could be.
It's the culture, the music, the artwork. It's the people.
Come on and join us. A new world is just beginning.
I really want the better player to win the game. I want Magnus Carlsen to continue his reign, but it would be exciting if he were upset for just one match and we have a chance to see Magnus battle his way back and be the challenger again and then continue his dominance.
I'm open because I want to come. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back. Who I want to win this game is I want the best person to win because I want to come back. I want it to I want it to go the distance.
I want this match so Magnus Carlsen will win it.
Well, as being an arbiter, that's a very hard question for me. As long as there's exciting chess throughout the whole match, and if we get to playoffs again, more exciting chess, that would be the best result.
Honestly, I want Nepo to strike first because I think it would make for a more interesting match.
I don't know. You tell me. I've been a Magnus fan for a very long time, and I really want to see him win this match.
Magnus realizing that he could have a golden opportunity here, and he's turned the game around. This move, bishop to e4, centralizing a strong piece in the middle of the board, and things are definitely looking aggressive right now for the white pieces. Definitely a nerve-wracking position for Nepo as he can see that the game has definitely turned around. What to do now is the question, as he is facing pressure from Magnus Carlsen. And he has played a surprising move, pawn to c3. That pawn can be captured immediately. What's his idea right now? Magnus has been studying this pawn for some time, and it looks like he's ready. No, he has played queen to c2. Instead of capturing the pawn, he has attacked it with his queen, but his queen and bishop are lined up, attacking Black's king as well. Nepo has been defending this position so far, and it looks like he's played the move c5, pawn to c5, offering a trade of queens and also a trade of bishops. This could relieve some of the pressure off of his position. Magnus cannot be very happy with this situation on the board right now, as he certainly wanted to attack, but it looks like it may not be happening. Jan with the opportunity to trade off bishops, and he has done so. Magnus will have to recapture back with his knight, and he has taken that bishop, and now Nepo putting his king in the corner to a safe square, and it's looking more and more like this position could end up as a draw. Magnus has to try to maintain some advantage, and he's played the move queen to g4, but that gives Jan the opportunity to play rook takes knight on d6, and he has done so. Rook taking the knight on d6, and Magnus capturing, but queen takes pawn, and now the position looks very much simplified and is looking more and more like a draw. A lot of pieces traded from the board, and it does not look like white has any chance to win. Magnus moving his king up to f3, but it will be attacked. Rook to a3 with check, attacking the king, and Magnus dropping his king back, accepting that he really has nothing more to do. And there's Jan repeating moves That repetition says it's going to be a draw, and game 2 has ended in a draw. The match is tied at 1 game apiece.
So in general, I think it was a very puzzling game, and I would say that during the game I thought like, okay, we both are playing not so well, but now it's like I start thinking that okay, it was like just very interesting and very chaotic.
I did feel that my position was improving quite a bit, but when I went for this Queen G4, my time was ticking down a bit. And I couldn't really see a way to comfortably improve my position, and that's why I decided to basically force a draw there, which was probably the best position I had in the game. I didn't really see the way, and obviously after what had transpired earlier in the game, having a completely safe position was nice, but obviously if this had been a must-win game, then I might have treated it a bit differently.
No, the game was really crazy, so I had no idea what's going on, so it was obvious that in the beginning white is pressing, and the structure f6, e6, c6 with queen on d7 looks, maybe, it works for black, but it looks really ugly.
I think we both had chances, or at least a little bit, and the result was decent enough for both of us. So yeah, you move on, prepare for the next.
The game 3 is tomorrow at the Dubai Exhibition Center. It will start at 16:30. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.